is inevitable.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
So there was supposed to be a AHSOKA trailer that came out last week. It was scheduled to happen on the same day as Elon's posting rollbacks. So because of that, I think they decided not to release the AHSOKA trailer, or at least that's what's coming out of Lucasfilm.
Oh, yeah. So it was supposed to come out last Saturday or
Yeah.
last Friday or whatever?
Yeah. When he did the whole 6,000 for verified.
And so
600.
you're blaming Elon because
Well, I'm asking a question because, I mean, if only 6,000 people are going to be able to, or not 6,000 people, but if you're limiting the amount of posts you're going to be able to see, and I'm trying to make it go viral, that's
most
completely
people
antithetical.
would only be able to see 600 tweets. So,
And
yeah,
so
no.
if we release it midday, they might have already hit their limit by the time we post the
Well,
trailer.
okay. So being that Twitter is probably not the only place you're going to post a trailer, but it's probably a good source of eyes for the trailer. And they probably were
I
planning
think
on
it
pushing ads behind
spreads
it.
to other platforms quicker through Twitter.
Yeah.
Right? You may not have the most total views on Twitter, but it makes its way cross platforms.
You share it and whatnot.
Like Twitter is the
Makes sense.
conduit between Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
And
so
TikTok.
then, yeah, no, I would blame Elon for that.
I would too.
Because I'm not blaming the film company for being like, oh, one of our avenues.
Yeah, why would I do this?
Yeah, no.
Like, first of all, Lucasfilm got enough problems. They don't need the AHSOKA trailer flopping. Like they don't, especially at a time where reviewers and commenters are literally going to the amount of viewership and the amount of likes on your trailer videos to determine the hype for the video. So no, I absolutely would not have done that. And furthermore, man, some of y'all like to be Elon Musk fanboys, and I don't know why. I really don't get where the Elon Musk fan club came from, but it's really gross.
He's not a business genius.
In
Man
the
forgot
least
to
bit
pay
at
his
all.
cloud storage bill and sent Twitter in a tizzy.
How
So
about-
much so that people are using other platforms now.
How about the fact that Twitter's main source of income is what?
Ad revenue.
Ad revenue. I think this man legitimately thinks he can offset the loss in ad revenue, which is surely to come from what, 60-70% of your subscribers are unverified, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
If you count the bots, it's probably even more than that.
Yeah.
But unverified accounts
Mm-hmm.
and limiting them to 600 tweets a day. And you're going to supplement that loss of ad revenue income with the $8 a month from the dumbass people who think that they're better off from buying the blue check for $8 a month on a service that used to be completely free.
Mm-hmm.
A service that you've used 2009 until present has been completely free. And now you're going to reorganize it to basically make it a subscription service. Now, where did we see, what other industry did we just recently see where they went from something that was pretty much open and already established to a more subscription-based way of consumption? Where did we just see that fail miserably? Movies and television.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about how astute of a businessman Elon Musk is, that he would watch Disney burn itself to the point they are now by trying to force their buyers, their consumers, to a subscription-based service that has not panned out yet, and say, you know what? Hold my beer, I can do that too. Even more so for Twitter than anything Disney was providing. It's even more egregious because there was no monthly contribution to keep Twitter, ever. Has never been. There's no proof that it can exist that way at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? At least with Disney, they can say, well, a lot of people started watching Disney through cable packages. Cable packages is a monthly subscription. You just have to get them in the mindset of shifting it away from these television channels to this app now that has everything that the TV channels have.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Where I think they screwed the pooch is first the day and date release of the movies in the theaters and on streaming at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think their price point is a little low. But
Yeah.
that's another conversation for another day. But again, you cannot take a free app that is that's driven by ad revenue. So companies will see how long people stay on their phone while they're on Twitter, how long they sit there and they scroll through different things while they're on Twitter. And so they say, hey, Twitter is a great place to get some cheap advertising in there. I'll buy $100,000 worth. Well, now if that same person or that same group of people that I'm buying $100,000 worth of advertising space for are only watching it for a quarter of the time, why am I using Twitter as my go-to now? Why is it advantageous for me as a company to advertise on Twitter anymore? Or at least to the degree that I was before. But he's convinced that he can make that all up with the $8 a month. The same way Disney thought, oh, well, yeah, we know we'll suffer a little bit by giving it to you on the TV and in the theater, but we'll make it up with the Disney Plus subscriptions. Mm-hmm. It didn't happen, did it? I was talking on Chill's stream a couple weeks ago, and it's like, we think that the people on these executive boards and running these companies are just the smartest people ever. That's why they have so much money. A lot of these motherfuckers stole stuff.
Yeah.
Your boy Elon Musk stole some things.
Mm-hmm.
He made some very advantageous business deals, and he also stole some shit.
And he started off with money.
He's never invented anything. He didn't invent anything.
His dad had segregationist Africa money, so he started off with money.
And then he did some shady business to get the Tesla company. So it's like, I don't know where this genius is coming from. Dude on the radio was talking about Threads, and he like would not stop calling it the fake Twitter. And I'm like, yo, bro, are you getting a check, fam? What is up with you?
Must be. Yeah, that was my toss-up, actually, is the fact that people are migrating towards Threads and
Spoutable, all of that. There's multiple platforms up right now. There weren't these type of platforms sprouting up a year ago. You know why? Because Twitter wasn't in trouble.
Yeah.
It's like, damn the stocks. Oh, I'll look at Disney stock and I'll tell you how it's plummeting. But if Twitter stock is plummeting, oh no, it's a bunch of Elon haters. What is up with y'all, man? I actually want to say dude's name because that was really like blatantly biased.
Yeah.
And weird.
I'll be fair. It's going to take a little bit longer for Twitter's downfall to actually happen, I guess.
I don't think it's going to take that long at all. I think it only takes a few big advertisers to come. Well, look at what happened with Tucker and Fox. It only took 3 or 4 of those really big advertisers to pull out for them to change something.
I think the other players in this field now, Threads, Spill, they've got to really capitalize on bringing some features to their apps that will deliver the final punch. And I think Threads is backed by Meta, so like they have the opportunity to do it.
This isn't going to be very popular, but I don't think advertising specifically, like Spill for example, right, is catered towards the most discriminated against on Twitter. Your black people, gay people, things of that nature, right? And so in doing that, they're trying to create a quote-unquote safe space for the users.
Yeah.
I think it is infinitely more profitable and will help them grow faster if they appeal to the advertisers, because the dip isn't necessarily happening as starkly in user experience as it will for advertisers. Advertisers will see it a lot quicker than the public does, because advertisers are going to see how many people are watching and for how long, and that will directly affect how much they are able to spend on that app.
Well, you know what's going to deliver that blow at least? Threads having 10 million people pretty much automatically.
While you're calling Threads the fake Twitter, that's probably the biggest competition because they already have the relationship with the same companies.
Threads is going to be the one that delivers the blow. Like I said, I think they have some features that they probably need to add, a DM feature, a trending topic feature, but they're there.